Hello guys, in this video tutorial I wanted to talk about how to find intersection between your two graphs or multiple graphs. Okay, so let's get started. So here's a nice calculator here. Okay, so first, before we find intersection, we have to graph at least two lines, right? Or two equations. So let's go to our y equals and then type in our equations. So let's say my first line is x plus 3, right? Okay, and how about I make my second one x squared, the normal parabola graph, right? So if I do that and hit graph, and you'll see the graph here, right? Okay, so what's intersection? Intersection is where the graph or two graph hit or overlap, right? The point that overlaps. So in this case, uh, on about when x equals negative 1.2, there's a overlapping part, which is the intersection. And when x equals positive 2.2-ish, there's also another intersection. But we want to find the actual value of that intersection. And how do we do that? You can use system of equation by solving it using system of equation way, but why do we even do that? We have a calculator. So let's use calculator's way. It's pretty easy. So what you gotta do is you have to go to calc key. Calc key is right above your trace key on your calculator, and trace key is right next to graph key. Okay, so on top of trace key it says calc with blue color, right? Which means we have to press second and hit trace. And once we do that, we are brought to this screen where it says calculate. And what did we want it to calculate? We wanted to calculate the intersection. So we go down to number 5 where it says intersect and hit enter. Once you hit enter, if you look on the bottom of the screen, it says first curve with a question mark, right? Okay, so what they're asking is they're asking you to define the first curve that you want to set it as. Okay, so the cursor is on the blue line here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my cursor by hitting left or right. So in this case, I want to find the intersection at that left side point here. So my first curve has to be a little bit close to that intersection. Don't pick don't pick the point where it's like way out of bound, like way like away from the intersection. Like try to pick like pretty close one. Like here, it's reasonable to pick here. So just pick here and hit enter. Once you hit enter, what it's going to do is it's going to ask you for the second curve. And notice there's another cursor popped up, right? And somewhere around there, so between these two cursor points, it's going to find the intersection, which gotta be that point. So since just move this around a little bit, and then if you think you're good, just hit enter, and it says guess and yes. So just hit enter again. Then it shows you the actual intersection point. So in this case, when x equals roughly negative 1.3, they intersect each other. And also, we have to find the other one here, right? So let's go back to second trace, which is calc, and then the fifth choice there. Okay, and by using your arrow key, you can move this cursor around. This time, let's pick somewhere right there and hit enter. The second curve, probably somewhere right there. That seems pretty good, right? And just hit enter, and it says guess. Yeah, so hit enter again, and there's our intersection. So we just found those two intersections by using intersect key on your calculator. So yeah, that's how you use the intersection on the calculator. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe for more videos in the future. Thanks.